Tectonic hazards in LEDCs and MEDCs. Earthquakes and volcanoes can be such a nightmare to deal with, but it can be especially worse in less economically developed countries, also known as LEDCs. 3 factors affect how serious the disaster is, and they are rural-urban areas, population density, and how prepared countries are. Rural areas have fewer people and buildings, so the size of the disaster is smaller. The more people, the more the deaths there are because of a tectonic hazard, and how ready a country is depending on how developed it is. Less economically developed countries have less time, money, and expertise to prepare for tectonic hazards. And more economically developed countries, also known as MEDCs, are better prepared. But even still, they cannot stop disasters from happening. More economically developed countries can put emergency plans into action. The local authority experts assess the seriousness of the situation and the damage, and the local citizens should always be kept informed. They need reassurance and direction on what to do next. All immediate emergencies must be dealt with first. All casualties should be taken to hospitals, and fires must be put out. The fires are a huge problem if gas pipes have been damaged. Communication networks, such as roads, bridges, railways, and telephones, may have been damaged, and mending these is a high priority, so that help from the outside the area can get in. The efforts of the individuals, the government, and the non-governmental organizations, also known as NGOs, like Oxfam, must be coordinated. Once the situation is resolved and there is no risk of further hazard, life can get back on track and get back to normal. LEDCs, however, are not as well prepared. Many people in the less economically developed countries' hazard zones have not been given information on what to do if there is a hazard. Some LEDCs do not prepare plans, and it is often because the government does not have enough money or other resources to put them together. Many people live in shanty towns with no proper access roads and badly built housing, which collapses easily, causing further injuries. Getting back to normal for LEDCs can take so much longer, as there are fewer experts available to assess the situation, and without plans, there will be delays dealing with the fires and injured people. Badly built housing means more damage and allows fires and diseases to spread rapidly. Limited communications mean people still don't know what is happening, and this means there will only be a few ambulances and fire engines available. Water and power supplies are normally very poor, and repairing them is difficult, and road and transport systems are poor to start with, so it is difficult to bring in supplies of food, medicine, clothes, and shelter. The shortage of money means they must rely on foreign aid, which takes time to reach them, and medical facilities are limited, so many people will die from injuries or diseases linked to the dirty water supply and poor living conditions.